Hey guys, this is Bubba Sniper here. So this is a 1v1 game I'm playing just now, and I'm playing against Microsoft Power. Was it Microsoft Power? Yeah. Was it basically, I spoke about this game in a previous recording, but obviously this is just the first time I'm actually getting to do it. Obviously with this game I was really rookie. I felt like I was making silly mistakes which I shouldn't be making. However, it's obviously just one of those things. So obviously this is, like I said, this is a 1v1. I do like my 1v1s. Obviously it's all about you and see what you can actually bring onto the field. But obviously, like anyone, I can also have my mistakes as well. And obviously this is just one of the games where I was making a lot of mistakes, which obviously just weren't the best. But one of these things. So I'll shut up in a second and I will let you guys watch it. Obviously I'll talk through it as well. So obviously I kind of know when you're obviously in this position, you want to really kind of get your heavy machine gun in this position. A little tip for anyone who's actually ever playing on this particular map: don't really have a lot of units in this area here. These both are like basically demolition TNT, if you want to kind of call it. Basically, if you shoot anything at any of these, they will literally go up in flames. So it's not usually worth like getting any kind of units too close. So you're always better to like kind of keep some of your units away. So we're obviously both shooting each other like quite rapidly, and I was obviously trying to get some good kills on him. You see, he's chucked a grenade at this area, and my guy just got blitzed straight away. But then his guy died as well, which I thought was pretty funny. But obviously, just on this particular map, little tip: you don't have too many units on that side. On this side, obviously, what you kind of want to do is just make sure you try and secure these areas here. Obviously, in this bit here. Obviously, your enemy probably will put something in here, and here. Obviously, this is a bit of a big gap, so just a little tip for you is anyway, you can sneak straight through this middle bit and take out anything on this side. Obviously, you can get some units in here, come around the back here, and obviously take in the enemies on this side as well. But it's obviously up to you where you want to go. Obviously, as I said, try and avoid having too many units on this side here, as these are basically just TNT ready to go off at any time, and having too many units around this area. Anyone who's on this side, obviously, you want to make sure you get like a sandbag on this side, get some units in here, getting an anti-tank rifleman as well. Try to use the anti-tank rifleman basically on this position here to try and see if I could try and take it out, but he was moving a lot of his units back at that point. So as I was saying, guys, I felt quite rookie in this game. I just felt like I kind of forgot what I was doing. When I was playing this? I've not really had a 1v1 in a while, but obviously I felt like I was a bit of a rookie. Obviously you'll see when it goes further through what I mean by that. So obviously I realised what was going on here, so my aim was obviously to just try and get the units away from this area. And then he obviously did that, which I wasn't expecting. I was trying to get my guy like around the corner. So obviously when I saw you brought in a Crusader, I was like, oh shit. So obviously I was using this Pak 38, they shoot at the AA one, the AA tank. So just try to obviously make sure I protect as many units as I can and hopefully not lose too many. Try to obviously get my tank in a better position to start shooting at him. Microsoft openly said he's not very good doing 1v1s on small maps. At this point, I kind of thought he was going to be sending that Crusader straight along here and up down here, so I decided to move that unit along this bit here. So basically, as I said, these are like TNT, obviously you always really kind of want to avoid pretty much being in this section here, because all your shit will just get blown away. So it's usually quite good to not keep a lot of units in here.
Jawohl. Feuer auf mein Kommando. Verstanden. Jawohl. Already on that, sir.
So parts of this game was pretty slow. Obviously just trying to... I'm not too sure what Microsoft was trying to do. Obviously we were just trying to make sure I wasn't controlling this area, because I was trying to constantly push on this side here to try and take some kind of control of this.
Jawohl.
So yeah, it looks like it was just bringing in more troops. I was kind of just letting him... I knew I controlled what I needed to control when the way I looked at it now is like, pretty much, as long as I hold back, it should be fine. So I was just I dropped in an officer just to try and get some ammo, obviously for the units that are here, and to make sure they're constantly ammoed. Don't know if that actually fills up. I think I tried that just to see if that would fill up, but I got distracted. Clearly not. Clearly it's only the ammo trucks that can do it, because he's not went up one round or anything. Yeah, he's not went up one round or anything. Which is a shame. Pretty good if we could do that, but clearly not. So obviously I realised he had brought in obviously a self-propelled Cromwell, and it was obviously going to cream my pack fairly 8. I was trying to basically cut this area off here from any troops from coming up from the side. Didn't want any nasty surprises from him. So. As you see, he was doing quite a good job of obviously removing the units in the middle here.
Itching to fight. Jawohl.
And then obviously he got it. So what I was trying to do is just try to use the TNT to try and take out these sandbags so he doesn't have any kind of protection. So obviously when it comes to me getting here, I'll have all the protection I need.
Verstanden.
I've done quite a good job of getting rid of that, so.
Already on that, sir. Yes, sir. Jawohl. Verstanden. Guter Schuss.
I was quite gutted that both those guys got taken out quite quickly as well. I think the actual Cromwell actually in the same area again. One of these things though, so. Actually, I thought he was trying to make a move up here or something. So.
Verstanden.
Obviously that Cromwell is making some good work in the middle here.
Wird erledigt. Jawohl. Verstanden. Das Ziel ist in Reichweite. Da sind sie schon.
So I was just trying to get a lot of my units in these wee sandbag areas here, just so they've got some kind of protection, and just trying to recapture this area. Quite lucky that the fact that guy walked and then got killed by my grenade, because I think it was crawling actually towards my guy at that point. I had to try and chuck a grenade on him. So I was just trying to get some more units in here. I think I was actually just trying to get him. Just trying to get him some more stuff.
Jawohl.
Hello, Toby. I am doing fine, thank you. How about yourself?
Verstanden. Jawohl. Verstanden. Jawohl.
So he was obviously taking out my ammo trucks. Sorry, my ammo truck, my ammo boxes that my officer put down. So I started trying to probe this area again. Wasn't doing very well.
Verstanden.
Appreciate that tip there, Toby. Probably should have listened in this game. You will see I felt like an absolute amateur in this game, to be honest with you. There was a lot of mistakes I was making. You will obviously notice when the game goes further on. I just felt I was quite amateur. Maybe, to be fair, the start was actually alright. You know, I can't actually really fault myself at the start, but I think towards the end of the game, I just don't know what happened, but I just crumbled and I just kind of fell apart. I'm not usually that bad, but it happened just to be crumbling a little bit. So you will see, as I say further down the line, what actually happened. So obviously I was just trying to keep him off one of the points, and I was just trying to recapture the other point as he was trying to push. So obviously the main thing was taking him and taking control. They should be killing that as well. One shot wonder. Yeah. Was it? Well, was it me and you both then, mate? Nah, I'm kidding, man. Nah, just at the end of the day, as long as you try, man. You know, if you ever fancy a couple of games, man, together, I don't mind giving me a shout. You know, just give me a wee ad on Steam. My name's the exact same as Purple Sniper. Was it sure we can always get a game. I do love the Star Wars thing. I've never actually played it. Was it? But I've watched a couple of videos of it from Raptor and things like that. And sure, Shermanator, I think the other guy is called, or Sherman. You know, I've also watched a couple of his videos, and he usually has quite good ones. Yeah, there's a few German World War II tactics I do use. What is it? Kind of usually just a tank and the most heaviest unit I can find. It's usually quite a good one. Was it? Yes, yeah, that's quite a good part as well. You kind of really, so like, see, I was unlucky there that he ran right into that. Obviously, I didn't know if he actually saw me, but he ran right into that. This is the part where I became a bit rookie. So obviously, like here for an example, like I'm not bothered if they try and come in this pit here. Obviously I should have had some mines this wee section here, but obviously if they started running this bit here, it wouldn't matter, because obviously all my mines that are there, obviously protecting it would have been quite a good stop to a lot of that. So obviously that's what I was using that for, as more of a funnel. Yes, that's what I like, Toby, I like that. So as I say, guys, as I was a bit amateur, obviously I lost him on quite early on because he just brought his Cromwell in a better section and then hit it as a wee hit wonder. So as I say, I was a bit of a rookie. So what I was trying to do now was just fuck it, just put him in with yeah, I can't say it's more a Puma, but more heavy armoured Puma. But I was actually quite surprised actually. You know, it definitely takes some fucking gun on it. So obviously I was just trying to basically push this straight in. I was like, fuck it, this is going straight in. I'm going to try and chance my luck. I thought, just make sure I start moving them back and shoot at the same time. Obviously I got the Cromwell and I got the AA gun both at the same time. Obviously, as I say, I was kind of just losing shit, and I was trying to actually save it at this point. Was it I don't know why I didn't think it was dead, but no, at this point I thought it was going to die, so fuck, I'll just shoot another round into this. But I ended up sticking in reverse, and I was just trying to kill him. Was at this point, as I say, I was just making a bit silly mistakes at this point. You know, obviously, losing my Skitzer that so earlier on was it. You know, obviously Stuxa, sorry, keeps calling it Stuxa. You know, obviously losing that early on, Stuka, obviously kind of hurt me a lot. So obviously when I realised he was going to try and push on my other side, I was like, oh shit, better get that tank on that side and get these infantry units moving up in this section here to obviously try and protect it. Yeah, no worries, Toby. I'll see you when you're back, buddy. So obviously I was trying to kill this MK1, obviously the Dalama, and obviously just trying to kill it. Obviously I saw it backing up, and I was fuck it, it's behind the wall now, so fuck it. Obviously I didn't actually see because I wasn't looking. I was just trying to look where he was going. I didn't actually see he got caught in the pipes, so it's fucking annoying. So I thought, oh, he's trying to shoot me here. I was like, oh, you little fucker. So I thought, fuck it, I'll shoot back at you. And I ended up getting quite a good round on him. But obviously he got away at this point. We couldn't obviously shoot at him now because he was heading away. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll just shoot again, see what I get. So at this point I was just trying to obviously get some units. And I was trying to see what units they had over here to try and see if I can use some of these grenades and see if I can use it on them, but obviously I didn't know he had an SMG guy and another SMG guy there as well. So obviously he died, and I thought, oh fuck it, as long as it's back and it's not me anymore. That's the main thing. So my aim now obviously was just to try and get these units move back into this position and trying to hold it. Obviously, I remembered that I still had a lot of sandbags over here, and I could still get my units in better positions. So it's obviously what my focus was. My sniper basically, guys, was over here. He was over there, and he was getting some good kills. Obviously, I realised he brought on another Cromwell again, and I knew that was going to start doing a lot of damage to me again. So that's why I brought my T-34 back over again, just to see if we can get that Cromwell to go away. Sniper was definitely doing a good job, so helping out quite a lot. I thought I'll just get my anti-tank rifleman onto the left hand side, and I'll bring in my T-34 to try and see if we can basically get rid of that tank. So I was using my officer from correct at this point. Yeah, I was using my officer just to basically keep an eye on him and see where he was going. So you'll see here, using my officer, and see he's kind of sprinting up a little bit now and again there. He's going up and up and up and up. So I was using just to try and see if I can spy on him. Obviously officers, that's what the good thing about officers. So. No worries, Toby. No worries, Toby. I hope you enjoyed it. Right. Obviously when I saw him, was it with his engine bay there, I was trying to get quite a good quick shot on him, but then I realised these troops, all these troops are here, so I said, fuck it, I'll just show these troops here, and I got quite a good wee, shot on a couple of them there. I was just trying to see if I could push and try and kill something else. I was really looking where I was reversing, but I was more interested in just trying to make sure that the units in the back were alright. So the game that you will probably see before this is this. We actually had 3v3 after this, which was just phenomenal. If you haven't watched it, give it a little watch. So. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you. Using expensive tanks in front lines is not such a good idea. Yeah, longer range tanks definitely, or longer range artillery pieces as well. So I ended up actually getting these other Cromwell, which I was pretty happy with that as well. So I was pretty chuffed about that, getting that obviously with my T-34. Yeah, no, you're right, Toby. I won't disagree with you on that. I mean, I think from my memory was it front lines. You don't really get like a lot of heavy tanks in it. You get quite light tanks, to be honest with you. I actually didn't see you brought this in. I was quite obviously gutted he got my sniper, but I was happy I never got my officer anyway. You could see him. So I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to drive him straight in and try and see if I can shoot this. Because it's not going to go anywhere too fast. And his unit obviously just missed. So I ended up trying to shoot at it, and I was just trying to kill it before the game ended. So I think he ended up getting me before I could kill it, which is a shame. But then I thought, fuck it, I'll try and kill the rest of the units that are here though. He was doing pretty well here, to be honest with you. Yeah, so that was obviously the end of that game. As I said, he played actually pretty well against me. And obviously after that he said, I'm not very good at these kind of small maps. I said, well, we could play 2v2s, and then we ended up in a 3v3. And then that other game, the Farmland, is the game obviously from this. But guys, just give me just a couple of minutes. I'll just do another quick recording. I'm just going to end this one, about 2 minutes.